yeah, the idea that you should design service provision around people who actually use the service is very important. Dr. Peter Chadbourne from Nottingham University is very skilled and motivated doing this. Peter and I and Neil, Peter and I and Aruna Sharma, consultant in Department of Medicine for the Elderly, we do a study on people's perceptions and the identity of dementias following G8. I'm just generally curious. I'm no intention of entering serious research ever again, but I would like to do this study to find out what we actually learned about people's perception of what happened in G8. Richard Ashcroft is a Facebook buddy of mine, and he is chair of medical ethics at Queen Mary University, London. First thing that struck me is how violent the rhetoric suddenly seems. David Cameron and Jeremy Hunt used the language of war, fight back, stealing lives, explosion, shock, time bombs, and so on. Richard's view is one of several, obviously, and it's in the Guardian. I don't have time to read out the rest of the article, obviously. There is a medical window of this. That is vascular dementias. Vascular dementias are very prevalent, and the issue is that this paper sort of clears the span works of the time bomb rhetoric. Alistair Burns was very gracious, in fact, in conceding it wasn't all the time bomb, because the issue is that in the UK, the prevalence of dementia has been falling as that balls were going down for the 2 decades. And this may be an artifact of things being done on the cardiovascular end, like hypertension, high blood pressure, cholesterol, smoking, diabetes, and there's a general interest of how it is that actually the vascular dementias have been falling in prevalence, but no one can disagree that this offers a real window of opportunity. And I don't want to give the idea that medical people haven't got any solution. This clearly is a very important solution. And Alistair talks about this very sensibly. So I'm going to wind up by saying each of the dementias have their own particular needs and features in early Alzheimer's disease, so that the memory problem is really overwhelming. This is due to the memory circuit in the part of the brain near the ear called the temporal lobe. And hence, if people have problems in navigation, it seems sensible to offer them lifestyle ways of making their life better, like appropriate signage, and the rest of their house being nice, like appropriate flooring, acoustic sound is pretty nice. But signage, obviously, if you lose your way, then this would be a sensible lifestyle intervention. I did my paper in Cambridge on behavioural and frontotemporal dementia and the other types of them. Both ways, they used to be called the focal lobar atrophies because parts of the brain affected early on, according to the working diagnosis. Facundo, I mentioned earlier, he's done a paper on social cognition in the frontal dementias, often unknown to the person, him or herself. There can be some problems with behavior, personality, part harder known, because it often does get missed by GPs, physicians, consultant level also, because there's no test for it. Like there can be normal MRI scan, normal psychometry, normal normal EEG. My paper, which goes back 15 years, explains why it's been confirmed by other labs. Facundo often does refer to my work, not because he's working with it, but he has gone further with this. The Ebbinghaus Illusion, this is also called the Titchener circles, and I really will wind up soon. That Herbert Ebbinghaus, 1850 to 1905 roughly, came up with this idea that context is all important. Believe it or not, the circles, the inner ones, are the same size, but according to how they're viewed, one looks bigger than the other. And the Titchener illusion is the English version, or the German version, if you're still with me. And Facundo did some work on this with his lab. Now, here are two statements. Mike, you are such a good dancer, on the left. But on the right, the same as clearly sarcastic. But it's a difficult contest. If you need more time to think about it, it's in one of Facundo's neurology papers, which I might be to send to you. But anyway, people working in cognitive neurology are working in different areas, and it's just this idea that in this war against dementia, which everyone is waging, we'll go after different targets, and obviously it's essential that we find the right target before we go after it in our cure or fight or battle. So that's the end of part one. We have a very short break, and I'll hopefully get my timing better for part two, which I hope will start in about 10 minutes. But I hope you found it interesting, and I'll do things more efficiently in the second part. Anyway, because we've been very low budget on Film Next Door, please, if you want to, come back for the second half, which is actually a bit.
People don't mind having their phone.
This is by the way Lee, and at Dragon Mystery. Please do say hello.
Hello. You might be surprised a lot of people think I'm male. I promise you I'm not. Oh, can I just say something about the badges?
Oh yes, yes.
If people do want one, just let me know an address today, and I'll send one out to you next week. I'm very sorry I didn't.
Well, I think the fact that Lucy's here at all is critical, given the train line from Brighton. So I must thank you, Lucy, for making it there. You really have made me very proud.
Not flooded down there, Lucy, is it, right?
There was flooding around Brighton, so all the trains were sort of subject to cancellation and massive delay.
Okay, so 10 minutes, and then we'll get going really quite promptly.
Listen, it was a great photograph of yeah.
Did I see the arches have been on the water?
I didn't see that. What, possibly? Yeah. Maybe. It's been pinned out.
Yeah, it must have been.
You need